Austin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. There's Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
Play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
On the ground, Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
42-yard line.
Now Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the Chargers' 42-yard
from the shotgun. Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Wilson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the 1st. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Another try on 2nd down with Gurley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Sets up 3rd down and goal.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got it. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Turnover on downs.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin with a run by Fournette, and he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the 5-yard line.
Fournette. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. This is Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Vick incomplete. It was knocked away.
And that's a nice job there, because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And how about that throw? We saw a combination of elite arm strength and obviously the ability to move the sticks with that completion, but it's the way that he throws the ball. So compact, yet the ball comes off of his hand and it just whistles to the receiver.
Here's Vick to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Los Angeles.
Another keeper here by Vick. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. Second.
Throwing on 2nd down. Vick, left side here to Sanders. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
And the Chargers first down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Partner, we talked about this at halftime, but I don't think either one of us expected it to continue. Michael Vick has been bottled up in this game. This defense has done a fantastic job of containing his running ability.
It is so rare. They could never contain him back in the day. Remember 2006 when he set the single-season record with over 1,000 rushing yards. On 3rd down, Vick. He'll look downfield for Waller. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Pickup on the play.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now here's the option play going left. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They're running with Garland. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
The 46-yard line.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Intercepted by the Chargers. They'll take over 1st and 10. At their
The Charger drive about to get going. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That would be the time to do it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Sean Taylor.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Vick to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And at the 40-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From just shy of midfield, Vick looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Sanders. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rolling to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
At the 19-yard
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And the Chargers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Vic, he's going to keep this on the option. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.